Hi guys, welcome back to Fragments of a Simple Life, where every video I make is super simple. Today it's kind of cold here and I'm a little bit cozy in my sweater and it's kind of early in the morning, and I thought that I would make the gluten-free pumpkin bread with you guys. I bought this at Trader Joe's, so I thought I would wait and make it into a video before I ate it. So I'm gonna get together all the ingredients. It's the pumpkin bread mix, water, oil, and eggs, and then obviously the pan to put it in. So I'm gonna get together all the supplies that I need to make this pumpkin bread with you guys. And then the next time you'll see me, we will mix it all together and bake it and see how it turns out. I've never made pumpkin bread this way, like with a complete box mix. I've made it by scratch, like completely by scratch with my mom. In the past, when I was younger, I've made it with a box mix that still requires fresh pumpkin, like canned pumpkin. But I've never made it where like everything is in here and there's no fresh pumpkin, like actual canned pumpkin of any kind. So that's kind of weird to me, but I'm gonna give it a try and together we will see how it turns out. Hey guys, I'm back and I got my very old vintage mixing bowl. This actually comes from a set of 3. I have a smaller yellow one. This is the medium-sized one, and then I have a much bigger blue one. And these are from before my husband was born. They belong to my in-laws, and I found these and I kept them and I still have them, but they've taken a beating. I think they're Pyrex. They're real Pyrex. They're probably from the like 80s, which is about as old as I am. But okay, I took the bag out of the box of the pumpkin bread and muffin mix. I have all my supplies over here off to my side. It really says to grease a 9x5 loaf pan and then everything gets stirred in all in one bowl here. So I have my 9x5 inch pan that I sprayed generously. When I make, sorry if you can hear my stove clicking, it's because it's warming up. It's warming up very loudly, I don't know why. But yes, this 9x5 pan has been greased generously. That's how I do it. You can do parchment so you can pull out the loaf easily if you want. It's really just whatever you say or whatever the instructions say. But first, I'm going to take this powdered pie mix. Sorry for the crinkles. And like I said, the instructions say that it's just all in one bowl, so that's what we're going to do. It smells like pumpkin, but I am questioning it. Oops. Because pumpkin doesn't come in a powder. Okay, the next thing that the recipe calls for is 1 cup of water. I pre-measured 1 cup of water here, so we're going to pour that in. Okay, that's that. And then the next thing that it calls for is 1/2 cup of oil. So more water than oil. And I also pre-measured this just to keep things a little less messy this time. Okay, just want to get all the drips. Okay, and then it says 2 large eggs. So I have my little cage-free brown eggs. I'm gonna crack them for you guys. Sorry if you don't like loud noises, but it might be a little loud. I just popped open the top of it. Gross. What I usually do to keep a clean surface is put my measuring cups one inside the other. Then I throw the eggshells in there. That's usually what I do. I know a lot of people who bake on ASMR videos, they pre-crack the eggs, but I did not do that this time. Plus, I think the eggs make such a nice sound. Okay, let's crack this one. And we're gonna dump that. Bloop. That one went more in half. Okay, now when it's just a simple box mix and it just says mix it together, I don't get out a whisk or anything like that. I just use a good old-fashioned regular fork, the kind that you eat with. And then I have like a rubber spatula here with like a wooden handle. And this will be for scooping the edges to actually get it into the pan. So let's see if we followed the rules. It says, or the instructions, stir together water, oil, eggs, and the bread mix until smooth. Spoon batter into pan and bake for 50 to 55 minutes. It's gonna be a loaf of bread. That is for sure. I know sometimes at the end, some people like to fold it and not just stir it to make it a little bit airier, trying to trap some air inside, but you don't have to do that. I know some people like toppings on their pumpkin bread, maybe like actual pumpkin seeds sprinkled on top before you bake it. I think that's how Starbucks does their pumpkin bread, which is delicious. Like the little green pumpkin seeds on top. And then I think you can also do like a streusel topping. You can do just like a regular like royal icing drizzled on top. My son is a picky eater and I don't know how his teacher did it, but she got him to eat pumpkin bread in class because they were learning about like life cycles of a pumpkin, of course, because it's October. And she brought in pumpkin bread for the whole class to try it, and my son was like, I love it. And so now he's been like, when are you gonna make it, Mom? When are you gonna make it? Because he wants to try this gluten-free version from Trader Joe's. And I was like, what the heck? So, okay guys, it is thick. It is smooth. I'm going to take the spatula now, the baking spatula, and wipe off all the excess on the fork because we're done with that. Hopefully we scraped enough into the bottom of the bowl to get it all. Gross. Okay. And I'm also going to put that with my measuring cup and my eggs. I'm going to scooch this over. Guess we'll go this way. And then I'm just going to dump. I'm trying to get it all out. I know I kind of faced it towards me instead of towards you guys. I'm sorry. If it makes you feel any better, it looks gross. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of spread that out. Don't worry about the oil. It's fine. Just means it won't stick. Like I said, you can also do a parchment lining if you want. I've seen people where they like lay parchment on the inside and all the way out to the outside edges. So then all you have to do is lift the bread out. I've never done it like that before, but of course on baking channels and cooking shows and stuff, that's how they do it. There's a little bit more I'm trying to get out. I think because I've never had this before and I kind of want to try it in its pure form, I'm not going to put anything on top. I don't have pumpkin seeds, and I'm not going to do like a royal icing or anything. I really want to see. I've never had gluten-free pumpkin bread, so I've been gluten-free since 2019. This month, October, is actually my gluten-free anniversary. But I've never had gluten-free pumpkin bread. I've never even seen it before, and I've never tried to make it. Okay, this looks pretty janky, but it's okay. What you're seeing on the outside edges is just the oil. Not loving the bread mix because I oversprayed, but it's going to be fine. I promise you guys. I'm 39 and I've been baking since I was like 10, so nobody yell at me in the comments. Does that mean I'm an expert? No. Does that mean I've never messed up? Of course I have. It just means don't judge me. I'm trying to get this off using my left hand. It's not working well. There we go. Bloop. Okay, don't worry, my hands are washed and the only person eating this is me and probably my son. We'll give it a good shake. And that's it, you guys. I'm gonna put this in the oven for 50 to 55 minutes. I'll take it out and I'll let it cool, and then I'll probably come back and slice it and taste it and tell you guys if it tastes good or tastes like butt. And we'll try it together, okay? So I'll see you in about an hour. Okay guys, this is the finished product. We've taken it out of the oven just now. I cannot cut it yet. It's really, really hot, but you can see it's perfectly cooked. Has a nice little like crackly kind of crust. It is hot. I don't want to touch it too much. You can see how it's pulled from the edges of the pan, which is a pretty clear indication that it's ready. It has a very strong pumpkin scent, but also a very strong like nutmeg ginger scent. So if it doesn't taste like pumpkin bread because it didn't have any fresh pumpkin in it, I bet it is going to taste like some kind of spice bread with the ginger and the nutmeg and the cinnamon notes that I'm smelling right now. So because it just came out of the oven, I'm not going to attempt to take it out of the loaf pan yet. I'm going to let it cool. Unfortunately, I have to go pick up my kids from school early today. So I'm going to try and get a video of me tasting this, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay, hi guys, I'm back. It's been like a second for you, but hours for me. I wanted to taste this bread before I go and pick up my kids from school. I know my hair is like down now and it was up before, but here's the slice that I cut off. I'll just hold up the loaf. I just want to say I know it looked like a lot of oil was probably in the pan to some of you, but this is the result when you oil it really well. It literally just slides right off. So that's what it looks like. When you oil the pan really well, it just really slides off. But I'm gonna taste it. Like I said, it kind of smells more like some kind of spice bread than specifically pumpkin bread. It smells like a lot of like clove or like nutmeg, ginger for sure, cinnamon. I'm trying it plain. I usually like my pumpkin bread with butter personally, or margarine, because I like the juxtaposition between salty and sweet. It's good. I would definitely say, it's like pumpkin bread and like a gingerbread at the same time. It's like both. The top is like crunchy in a good way, like texture. But then the inside is really, really moist and delicious. That little piece of like the outside edge. I do have like a heel piece, that's probably why. Overall, I like it. Is it like pumpkin bread that I made when I was a kid, where it's like fresh and like made with real pumpkin, or at least with canned pumpkin. Not at all. But does it taste like fall and give you like those kind of fall, yummy, spicy vibes where you just like want a cup of cocoa or tea or coffee and like another slice of this? Definitely. I think it would be really good with butter, so I'm probably going to try it like that. I think it would be really good with the royal icing, you know, just like the confection, sugar, milk, water, and kind of like make a drizzle, like a little drizzle over it would be good. Muffins where you do some kind of cinnamon and butter streusel, maybe even with a little bit of like quick cooking oatmeal on top, and make a streusel to go on top of this if you're making it into muffins. Really good. I mean, I remember what it's like to not eat gluten, and I remember what it's like to eat gluten, and I would say you can't really tell this is gluten free. There's some stuff, baked goods, bread, where you're like, ew, what is that? What is that texture? And you could tell it's gluten-free. This does not have that. It's very moist. It's not grainy. If you don't eat gluten, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're a gluten-free person and I say it's grainy, because some gluten-free stuff, you just can't substitute regular flour. And certain things it tastes like not good, like sand. But this is delicious. I'm probably going to finish it and then pick up my kids from school. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this video was kind of ASMR, but kind of not. I just wanted to bake this with you guys before I actually eat it. So I'm going to finish it. If you would like to see more from me, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, guys. Bye.